If you ask almost anyone around the world if they've heard of a pretzel, well, most likely they have, but yet not everyone knows how to make one. They can be made plain, sweet, or pizza stuffed like the one I'm going to make today. First, I'm going to show you how to make the dough. Dough's been around for more than 30,000 years. It was one of the earliest dishes made, and prior to baking in ovens like we do, it was made on hot rocks. So to start making the dough, you're going to get your teaspoon and use about 2 teaspoons of yeast. You're going to take a little bit of your warm water and dissolve the yeast in the water. From there, you can take 3 cups of flour pour the rest of your water in the bowl. I like to eyeball things, but you would use about 1/4 of baking soda, cup of baking soda. About a good tablespoon's worth of molasses. About 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1 1/4 salt. I like to stir it up with the spoon first prior to getting my hands dirty. Crack 1 egg. Okay. When kneading the dough, you squish it up in your hands and you push down with a little bit of pressure. You flip it and you move it around until it's soft and until it's a little less sticky. If it is sticky, you can add a little bit more flour to it. For the purpose of this video, I pre-made my dough because you're supposed to make your dough and let it sit for about an hour prior to baking it. So this is my dough that's been sitting. It's already turned 2 times the size of what it was. So when you're kneading it, it kind of looks like this. Now, you're going to get your baking sheet, wax paper, and you're going to put a little bit of flour on it. Just sprinkle it. Take about this much dough. You can make pretzels any size. I'm going to make a smaller pretzel. The first pretzel was 5 feet wide and about 40 pounds. There's no way my pretzel is going to look like that. So you can roll it For me, the rolling pin can be a pain, so I like to stretch it out. This is a pretty good size. Take the cheese and you lay it out, also kind of sparingly, because again it'll come out in the oven if you don't. It's unknown who made the first pretzel. It's speculated that It was an Italian monk who made the pretzels, kind of like praying arms for the kids as a treat, who had recited their prayers. But nobody actually knows who made the first pretzel. There's other people who think that it was made in Germany in the 1100s. I guess that's something that we'll never really know. Considering that bread has been around for such a long time, it could have been around for almost just as long. So when you're making your pretzel, you want to make a U shape on the paper. You take a little bit of water on your fingertips, and you can kind of seal it shut. When you have it sealed and in your U shape, you take one of the ends and you wrap it up towards the center, but a little bit off-centered. You do the same with the other side, making an X form. Again, you can grab a little bit of water to kind of get those sides to stick down. Over here in my pot, I have some warm water. I'm going to use a spoon that can let the water out. Dip the pretzel into the pan, just enough to get all the sides wet. Sift it up. Normally you would let it sit for 5 minutes, but again, I don't have 5 minutes time, so I'm just going to let it sit for a second. I have a bowl of eggs. I put about 3 eggs worth in the bowl, already cracked and moved around. And then we're going to take the pretzel on the spoon again, so that all sides of the pretzel are covered in the egg. Doing this is going to give the pretzel a nice golden brown color. So then we're going to put it back on the sheet. I have a bowl where I already emptied some salt. I'm going to kind of sprinkle the pretzel with salt. And I've already preheated my oven to 400 degrees. So now my pretzel is ready to go in the oven. I'm going to move it over to this wax paper on a cookie sheet. And I'm going to cook it for about 11 to 15 minutes. I'll know when it's done because of the golden brown color. And also for the purpose of time, I've already pre-made a pretzel. This is what it looked like when it was finished. Nice golden brown color, and I can't wait to eat it. Thank you.